Brittyyyla is here with us now. How are you today?
I'm good. Every day is good. See how good that sounds?
Yeah, it does. Well, welcome to the show. How do you describe the sound of the music that you make?
Honestly, if I had to describe it in like the shortest way, I would say like energy and good vibes. Honestly, like everyone's always told me like, dude, you're such like a positive person. You always have like the best energy. So I'm like, if I can spread that in through music, why not? And so that's kind of what I did with Mobbin.
Absolutely, you want to do that, don't you? Where
Yeah.
do you place yourself in terms of genre? Do you stick to one?
Actually, when I first started, I stuck it out as like I wanted to be a rapper. I
Yeah.
was like, I want to try and rap. Like, I'm a white girl. Like, I think I kind of have some swag. So I was like, let's try this. So I started writing raps.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Brittany, like, I started writing Mobbin, which is a bit slower. And it was more hip hop, more good vibes, like chill type.
Yeah.
And then I actually just wrote a slow song, two slow songs the other night. So I'm trying to aim to be all genres to answer your question.
Yeah.
I used to have one in mind and just be like, rap hip hop. But if I can get those who like the coastal vibes, if I can get those who like the slower, sad vibes, if I can get those who like the rap, like I can, I'm adjusting to all of them. So I'm learning. I'm going to
Definitely.
try and get all of them.
Yeah. And how did you first get into making music in the first place? I want to know your full story.
Okay, so I first started actually, and I've always listened to music throughout my whole life. It's kind of been like my peace of mind.
Yeah.
Everybody's gone through stuff in their life, so they have like their outlet, their go-to. If it's working out, if it's music or whatever it is. Mine happened to be music, so it wasn't until actually the pandemic hit. I was working two jobs a week. I was working like 50 hours between two jobs,
Yeah.
11 to 3, hop over next door, working 3:30 to 8.
Wow.
So pandemic hit, one of my jobs, got basically we all got the furlough letter. And so it
Yeah.
opened up so much more time for me. So I was like, having more days to think about what do I want to do? What do I want to be? So without pandemic, I wouldn't have written these. I have like, 16 songs written right now. And I'm like, I never would have done that hadn't the pandemic hit. Swear.
Yeah. And did you ever play any instruments as you were younger? Or is it only in the last few months that you've had any interest in music?
Yeah, I've always idolized rap. I mean, I remember being little listening to like Lollipop, Pussycat Dolls. Like I was
Yeah.
always trying to be in the scene. Um, but no, I don't know.
What mainly inspires the music that you make? Do you have anything in your life that you write about a lot?
Yeah, honestly, I live a very interesting life. I mean,
Yeah.
each day I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. And everybody's like, do you need a TV show? So I kind of tied in my stories to my music because I'm like, Brittany, you have like these crazy things that happen every day. Like let's put it on something, don't tweet it, don't Snapchat it, like put it into songs where someone can go back and listen to it again and be like, wow, like motivated or laughing or something.
Yeah. Because you hear songs everywhere, so it's probably maybe the
Exactly.
best medium to write a
And
story.
yeah. And when you become more comfortable in the music industry, you start not just looking for the beat or the vibe it gives you, but you start listening to the ad libs, the highlights, the more detailed part of the music. I mean, at least I do ever since I got into music. And you start appreciating real music actually for what it is.
Yeah. And how long does it take you normally to write a song?
This is how I would word it. I've been given a beat and it's taken me a week to finish. I've been given a beat and I've written it from on the freeway on my phone while driving from Hanford to Fresno, which is a 35-minute drive. So I've written a song in 35
Wow.
minutes while driving on a freeway. And I've written a song that took me a week. So I know when I hear the beat, I'm excited, I'm motivated. I won't want to do anything else but work on that beat and I'll get it
Yeah.
done. But if it's a beat that's just, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to adjust a little bit, or okay, I might have to feel it out. Because it's
Yeah.
usually the first 3 seconds I hear the beat, I know what I want to say.
Yeah. How do you write a song when you're driving on the freeway? Because
Oh my God. It was so funny.
you're not doing anything illegal, are you?
No, so I was in cruise control, so my legs were chilling. I had one hand on the steering wheel. I was posted up, looking cute. Had my phone in my right hand, not doing anything illegal, right? And I was on my notes, and I was playing actually a song called "Cooped Out" by, I think it was like Dexter or something like that, some rap song.
Yeah.
And I had it on repeat because the vibe it gave me was so like club, high energy, and I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna start writing to that beat I was listening to earlier. So I played the beat, had that song on repeat, and I was like, boom, I just went away, picked my head up. I was at this roundabout in Fresno.
Oh no.
And I was like, Brittany, you just drove like 35 minutes without looking up.
How did you do that? I wouldn't feel safe at all.
And I don't have a Tesla. Yeah. So it was just me and my car. I don't know. I think God was in shotgun that day writing with me.
Yeah, probably.
You know? It's like, Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah.
One of those things.
Definitely. The song wasn't about reckless driving, was it?
No, I mean, in the song, we do talk about pre-gaming in the car, drinking 1942, do say and all that. But, you know, there's Ubers.
Oh, yeah.
There's sober drivers. So it's like, you can take it as, oh my God, they're talking about partying in a car that's illegal. Well, no, we have sober drivers going on. We're pre-gaming, you know,
Yeah.
but that's as close.
Yeah. I mean, you've only been doing music since the start of the severe restrictions against the pandemic.
The first time I even wrote pen and paper to a song was in May.
Yeah. So do you have any highlights that have stood out to you so far?
Yes. So actually, the guy who used to sing Ice Cream Paint Job, I used to always listen to that growing up. He followed me on Instagram, and I ended up making a TikTok to one of his newest songs called Twerk War, which is very freaking good. I mean, that has so much energy in it. As soon as it comes on, I'm standing on my feet. And he reposted it. He followed me back. And so I'm hoping, I'm like, hey, what if one day, you know, Brittyyyla and Ice Cream Paint Job can get together, you know, go to the ice cream shop.
Yeah.
So we have stuff like that. I did a Travis Porter type beat that someone here locally, DJ Pyrex, made for me. One of my good friends made a beat for like Travis Porter type. And I ended up remaking it. One of his songs called Bring It Back that I used to listen to in like 7th grade. And he was like, followed me back, messaged me. And then he actually commented on Mobbin and said that he was like, this song is hard. So it meant a lot to me. These people I listened to growing up when I wasn't even thinking about being like in the music scene at all are coming back. You know, now that I'm 20, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you have any music that you're working on at the moment?
Oh, yeah. I have about 16 songs recorded. I only have one released. I'm working on dropping one more single. It's going to have a nice feature, a very popular, well-known guy. Ooh. So I'm excited to let that one out. And then on my EP, I have, I'm going to be having another big feature on there, DJ Chose. So it's going to be very exciting. I've been blessed with great opportunities, great people helping me, guide me along the way. I mean, honestly, for people like DJ Chose, who came in my life right when I was considering music, he's the one that gave me my first actual beat and like believed in me from the get-go. So I want to definitely have him in the EP.
Yeah. And also, why should we listen to you compared to other people? What makes your music unique and different, would you say?
I would say it's hard for me to tell you why you should listen to me, but I think without me saying it, if you just listen to me, you would want to listen to me because I'm not saying anything that someone hasn't seen or they don't know about. What's going through my music. It was starting off, like I said, as rap, but now what I'm starting to bring in is actual messages, the way you should look at life that I think, at least through my lens, more positivity, good vibes, not forgetting to have fun, finding yourself. So I think I'll build my audience on its own without having to tell anyone to listen because I'm coming in with my style. I'm unique. Everyone's telling me, you got your own style, girl. Don't ever change. Like you're bringing in something new right now, slowly but surely. So I'm excited. I think it's all going to happen. It's going to unfold.
Absolutely. Well, where are we able to check out your music?
All platforms, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Google Play, all of them. It's on there. I mean, I slap it every morning. It puts me in a good mood. And I had people tell me, dude, I play your song at the gym. It just gets me going. It's kind of like all ages can kind of dance to it, which was cool. You know, I try and don't say he and she as much because I want all genders to be able to say it. But there's times you can't avoid that, like using, like or So it's fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for joining me today.
No problem. Thank you for having me. This was an honor.